This is day 7 of my journey to breaking the 400-meter school record. Alright, so today was a rest day, so I didn't really do much except I did a little light mobility circuit for my hip flexors, because if y'all don't know already, your hip flexors are literally the key to your success in track. And really, any sport where you have to make quick and fast movements, because essentially, hip flexors are like rubber bands for your legs. And when your legs move, they move back and forth. So the more elastic your hip flexors are, the faster they can make your legs move back and forth, which obviously allows you to move faster. So really focus on strengthening your hip flexors, because I just learned about this recently, like a couple months ago, because last season I didn't even do that. I stretched my hips a little bit, but I didn't know nothing about my hip flexors. But as you can see, in every sprinter, it really doesn't matter at any level, but sprinters at the top level, you can see they open their strides a lot, and their hip flexors are what really help them do that. So as you can see here, where Usain, you can see how he has long legs, but you can see how open his stride is. So his hip flexors, he trains those a lot. So you want to make sure that you're training them a lot as well. So I started off with, as you could see in the beginning of the video, I did hurdles. But now I'm doing these lunges, and they're I call them isometric lunge holds. And you're just pushing, trying to get your hips as open as possible. And you do 3 sets of these, and you hold them for about, I'd say 10 seconds each leg. Because you don't want to hold them too long so it gets uncomfortable. But you just want to hold it enough where your leg can start, your hips can breathe, essentially. And then after that, we got what's essentially the king of hip flexor development. If you don't do any other hip flexor exercise, do these, which is reverse squats. These, I felt them the most in my hips out of all the other exercises, but I did these for 3 sets of 12. Next up, I did knee raises, and basically when you do these knee raises, I don't have a resistance band, but if you have a resistance band, you can use it. But basically, you try to make your knee come up to at least a 90-degree angle or higher, and then you go back down, you tap the top of your foot on the ground, and then you spring it back up as fast as you can for 12 reps. Next up after that, towards the end of my workout, I did lateral knee tucks. And these are also a really good, this is my number one pick to stretch my hip flexors. Not strengthen them, but if I'm trying to get my body right before a race, I would definitely do these for 3 sets of 12. But at a meet, I'll only do them for 1 set, of course. You don't want to overstretch your body before a race. And to end off my circuit, I'll finish with some hip twists. I don't do 3 sets of these though. I only do 1 set, but I'll do 20 on both sides. And you won't feel nothing for real in your legs like you would with the reverse squats, but it works just as well, I promise you. But try to do this circuit at least 2 to 3 times a week, and you will 100% see the results after you're done sprinting and in your form and all that.